whether you're a king or a slave.
Take an honest look at your life. We have actually been conditioned to kid with ourselves, to lie to ourselves, to not really take an honest look at the results we're getting. I want you to take an honest look at your results. And when you look at them, ask yourself, am I living the way I really want to live?
Work ethic eliminates fear.
Yeah.
You know, so if you put forth the work, then what are you fearing? You know what you're capable of doing, what you're not.
We got to go at it with everything we got. We got to close our eyes at night and take a rest. And we look back on that moment and say, man, I squeezed the most out of this day possible. That's what living is.
I would rather aim for the stars and not hit them than to not aim at all. I would rather go after it and not get it than not go after it at all. I'd rather try and fail than not try at all.
Yeah, I didn't go to work yesterday. I'm sorry.
What would have happened had I done more with my life? I'm gonna go for it, come hell or high water. I'm going after my destiny. You gotta run after your destiny. You can't stroll after your destiny. You can't walk after your destiny. You gotta run.
You knew you were going to slam on some tricks. Like, there was no way around learning certain things.
Yeah, but I think that's the kiss of death, is if you're convinced that you're going to fail or fall or get hurt, that will come to fruition because that's what you're visualizing. I never I was willing to get hurt along the way, but I didn't visualize myself getting hurt. That's what stops a lot of people, and that's really what separates a lot of people from being world champions or from being as good as they can, because they
Plus, I have to start school.
Oh no, I am not
Monday.
Or I'll probably get hurt.
My mom's signing me
And
up.
if you approach anything with that hesitation,
That's all my fault.
I always approached it like, this is going to work. I'm going to figure this out. Even if it takes me hundreds of attempts.
Look at this stupid kid. Look at him. Look at him. Ready? Ready?
I also really thought about the way. I told you I was going to do
Oh, I thought man's going to go get that.
reason Muhammad Ali is the legend he is.
I guess not. Machata.
That takes a whole makeup. I told you, I'm the real champion. I told you. My critics fall. I need something. Like the ring that believe. This is your moment. I don't care what you've been through. You can make a decision. Some of y'all can't get out here and get the best things that you want out of life, going after the weakest things, going after stuff that's perfect. You gotta go after the greatest things that you could ever think of. Joe Frazier said, look, I'm not preparing for the second best in the world or the third best in the world. I want Ali.
Man's only limitation within reason lies in his development and use of his imagination and subsequent motivation to action.
You gotta prepare for greatness. You go to the top. You don't prepare for this thing by looking at the bottom of the mountain. You prepare for this thing by looking at the summit.
I want to remind y'all of the power of the mind.
I know.
You can think yourself into a depression. You can think your way into stress. You can think your way into misery, frustration. There's so much more power in the mind than you probably like to give yourself credit for. Change your mind. Decide that you love yourself enough to not surround yourself with people, things, and situations that can have your mind continuing to spiral down this negative and dysfunctional train.
what you actively decide you want for your life and how much energy you decide to put behind it. But nobody else can control your life except you. Change your mind. Change your mind. The day you change, it will change. You can create the outcome of your hour, your week, your month, and your year. You just have to decide in your mind what you want it to be.
Think wrong, you go wrong. If you think down, you go down. If you think you can't get up, you can't get up. If you think you can't be free, you can't be free. If you think you can't learn anymore, you'll never be able to learn. Your thoughts are either dragging you down or taking you up.
You know, your brain has billions and billions of neurons, hundreds of billions of interconnections. It can process more than 2 million billion in 1 second. It doesn't forget anything you've ever said or anything you've ever heard, which is why it's important to make sure you don't put the wrong things in there, because they always will impact upon you subconsciously and consciously.
Do you have the courage to think something beyond where you are?
Deciding your own destiny. The question you face is, which path will you choose? This is something only you can decide.
Be the hero of your own.
Are you okay?
Your life was a movie, and it started now. What would the hero of your life's movie do right now?
I'm trash, bro.
Have the courage to think. Because if you can think, you can change, you can move, you can evolve, you can grow, you can
I'm dead, bro.
You are one idea.
Nah. Actually, I might not.
Your house is not a problem. Your car is not a problem. Your situation is not a problem. Your thoughts are the problem. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is. You are one thought away from a great revelation in your life. One thought away from being a millionaire. One thought from overcoming. One thought from starting a ministry. One thought from building a business. One thought from the cure for AIDS is one thought away. The cure for cancer is one thought away. You serve the
You need
Lord
these
with
people,
your
Stu.
mind. You serve humanity with your mind. If you sow into the kingdom, you're not asking God to give you money. What is money? Give me a thought. Give me an idea. Give me a strategy. Give me a plan. You are one thought away from the greatest experience you have ever had in your life. You are no better than the thoughts you think. If you think little, you go little. If you think weak, you go weak. If you think up, you go up.
Vitamin Water just dropped a new zero sugar flavor called Forever You. Get the taste of coconut and lime for the all fun, all bounce, all play, zero lag you. Grab a Forever You today. Vitamin Water Zero Sugar. Nourish every you. Vitamin Water is a registered trademark of Glasgow.
Drivers must slow down and prepare to stop when approaching a school bus from the front or behind when it's displaying flashing yellow lights. This means that the bus is getting ready to stop for students. Every state has a law that makes it illegal to pass a school bus with its red lights flashing and stop arm extended when it is stopped to load or unload students. Not stopping or trying to beat the stop arm puts lives at risk and can result in large fines, points on your license, and license suspension. Click or tap the banner to learn more. Paid for.
You love listening to your favorite artists, and we love listening to you. So let's talk. Click now to take part in our short survey, and you could win a month of gloriously uninterrupted music with Spotify Premium. That means you can enjoy all your favorite artists ad-free. Sound good? Then all you need to do is hit the banner now.
68, let's Damn, bro. No.
Genesis chapter 35. Jacob is 21 years older. He's been tricked by Leah. He's wrestled
That was
with God.
trash I am at Fortnite.
The first time he goes to Bethel in Genesis chapter 28, he's running from Esau. But when he comes back to Bethel in Genesis 35, he's limping from what he's been through in his life. See, Bethel is a place of what? Remembrance. But it's also revelation. Because it was there.
Bobby. I'm back.
It is not the movement of the clock that produces the newness of life. It is the movement in your mind. You're going to hear all kinds of things said about you. Throw it behind you. The enemies that you see today, you will see them no more. No weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper. Every tongue that riseth against you, God will condemn. This is my time. The truth of the matter is everybody in here is going through a change. You don't have to be ashamed of your...
Been forwarded to an...
We are all in the process of transforming to a higher, better expression of myself.
I don't know. Jokes.
A higher, better expression of myself. Don't let the habits of my past stop me from this metamorphosis. New year, new me. New year, new me. What separates us is transformation.
Christian life is not a playground, it's a battleground. So today, I will give no place to fear or failure. I will not accept a trace of apathy in my attitude or actions. I will reject complacency and embrace the greatness that God has planted inside of me. I will waste no opportunity to glorify God and maximize everything He has entrusted to me.
Jax, you want me to stay alive, or
My battle is not against flesh and blood,
do you want me to end
but
it?
against a spiritual enemy who opposes me.
He looks down like
battle
that.
lines and face with a bold determination. My enemy fights against me because he fears me. Every time I resist him, he must flee. And every
Jax, mark if you want me to stay alive.
I will remind him of his future. I will make no
Okay, good.
excuses.
God damn it. I was about to end it, god damn it.
I will not procrastinate my
Well, guess what?